Hello my charms, thank you so much for coming back to Lily Katule channel. I hope you're okay. I hope your week is going on fine. If you're new here, welcome home. Here I shoot content on beauty, motherhood and motivation. I upload every new videos every Monday and Friday at 7 p.m. So if this is your kind of content, kindly hit the subscribe button, follow that notification bell so that every time I upload new content, you get notified. Well, have you ever been fired before? I used just to hear about people saying it, friends, or maybe just from a conversation about someone who got fired, until it got to my turn and I got fired. Not once, but twice from the same person. So 2016, I had just started my makeup freelance career around end of 2015, so October. So 2016, I had quit my work as a marketer because I wasn't enjoying it, and I decided I need to do this makeup thing. In that space of trying to establish your makeup career, looking for clients, it wasn't really paying off. So I sat down and I thought me being employed in one of those fields that need makeup would help me grow. I would meet people, I would meet clients who maybe they came to take photos, but eventually maybe they're doing their wedding, they're doing their show, they're doing a baby bump, something of that sort. So I thought to create a network from my clients outside by telling them what I do more. And also learning from people who are also in the same industry and creating partnerships and networks. So in that mix, I was able to apply for a job in a photography studio. I would say it was a mid-size when it comes to the number of employees, but I think it was a high-income photography studio, looking at the financial books. So I was here thinking that here I am, this is the beginning of my journey. And true to it, it was fun in the beginning, though it was I found myself doing very less of the makeup because it was a new service that was being introduced in this studio. But I thought I had the capabilities of pushing it so that people start knowing that, you know what, these people do makeup nowadays, so I don't need to come with my makeup artist, or I now can even look better in my photos by just being glammed. It was fun, and I felt like even the environment was different from the one that I was used to, because I was always used to official kind of setup, and here I was now living my truth. I was in the creative field, so I could be someone that I really wanted. Like, I could build that creativity of makeup in me, and also even the dress code was different, even the scenery, everything was just creative, and I felt like this is where I belong. So since the work for the makeup was a little bit kidogo, I found myself doing other things. Calling clients to come and collect their photos, maybe just setting the different pictures on the different packages for different clients, and just looking at what photos haven't been printed, just to keep myself busy. And it helped, and I learned a lot from it. So one day the admin quit or got fired. I think got fired. So my boss told me, since you're not doing much of the makeup, your time is really not spent here, why don't you take on this role? Because I've heard how you talk to clients when you're calling them to collect their photos. I feel you're eloquent, I feel you have a high etiquette, so you can try this, as I'm looking for another admin. So the thing was, he was looking for another admin because he knew why I came there was mainly and majorly the makeup. So I was like, you know what, I can help. Why would the seat just be empty? Let me just try and do it, because I'm sure in 1 week or 2 weeks they would have found another admin. Hey, 1 month down the line, I was called, you're doing a very good job. I like what you're doing. There are a few complaints. So why can't we talk about it? You take this role, and yeah. So I was like, if I need to take this role, maybe you need to revise my salary. And we agreed, and it was okay. And I fully now became an admin. And becoming an admin can be it takes your time, especially in such an industry. Like, I felt like there was too much. There were mails coming in, you have to respond, you have to create quotation, you have, I don't know, to send feedback, come back, back and forth. You have to get someone who needs to if it was maybe the email was directed to someone specific, you have to also wait for them to do what they're supposed to do, then get back to you. So it was very taxing, and at the same time I was going to evening classes for my master's. So I made it clear that I know I'm supposed to come to work at 8, but I need to leave here latest at 5:30. And it was agreed, but I could find myself even at 6, I'm still there. Sometimes I'm working even on Sundays, so it was becoming a bit challenging. But that was not even the main problem. The main problem in this place was there were no structures at all. Like, I didn't know who is supposed to do what, when, are there deadlines? When you tell someone this is a deadline, they're like, no, sijui mimi huyu msee anajua, this is how I work. So you couldn't even get order. We used to do meetings sijui every Monday in the morning, we come and discuss. The moment that meeting is over, we go back to that culture, because even the head of the company, the owner, lived the same. He didn't have a salary. Alikuwa anatoa pesa direct from the business. So we didn't know this money went for a business deal or this money just went to something like his fund. So even accounting for everything was becoming difficult. There were no boundaries. People were just talking to this person the way they want. There were more friendships than employee-employer relationships. And I'm not saying that employers need to be bad people, but I feel like there needs to be boundaries, because boundaries will help your employees know this is time for work, let's work. This is time that I can talk to this person, then we can talk to this person. Because people used to go for dates, meeting, but like they look like dates. People used to go clubbing with your boss. So if you went clubbing on Saturday, on Monday, are you supposed to also show up and respect this person? I feel no, because the boundaries now are off. Am I saying you're not supposed to go out with your bosses? No, but why are you going out? Is it maybe a company dinner? Then that is allowed. But just going out for fun, I find it a bit questionable. So that is how things were. So people just felt like, he's my brother, or she's my sister. There was no respect. That is what I'll say. And it made work difficult. So there was this, somebody said this somebody said that. Oh, huyu alisema hivi, huyu alichukua hii, oh, money got lost, sijui alichukua akaenda kalipa madeni, or this and that. So, and when that happens, you normally find yourself in that mix. And eventually we were called, were we 4? I think the ladies who are there generally, we were called and we were told, you know what, you need to go home. I will call you after 2 weeks or 3 weeks after we've created a structure in this place, because you guys are joking, you guys are not doing your job. So I also just sat down and wondered, how was I not doing my job? Because deep down I felt I was really performing. I also felt like I was among the few people who are very professional in that place. So me being mixed up with every other gang, simply because I'm the admin, simply because that is where I was working, I felt attacked, and I also felt like this was wrong. So I took it very personally, and instead of me coming back, I decided this is the time to go solo. I had worked there for around 8 or 9 months. So and I only worked as a makeup artist maybe 2 or 3 months. So the rest of the 5 months I was the admin. I really performed. the HR and the owner of the company even used to call me for meetings saying you're really doing your work very well. They even gave me a raise of my salary like 3 different times. So I felt like this is it. And then all of a sudden, just for it just to come and, this somebody said this and this somebody said this, and because you are there seated there listening, so we got fired. Actually, they didn't fire us because they gave us 2 weeks break. But for me, I got it as I was fired. And because this was my time, I felt like, no, I won't let someone use my time and just give me a break whenever they feel. So that's how I started my solo makeup career. So I got out of there thinking that, you know what, I came here to work as a makeup artist. And even so, I got promoted and I was being paid better. That is not the reason why I came here. So I will just find myself drifting and following the money rather than why I even quit my previous job in the first place. So I didn't take it as much as a blow, but I felt disrespected. I also felt that it was unfair. What I really felt at most, that this decision was unfair. How was it my fault? How am I even involved so that I can get fired? How am I not doing my job? But I went home, and it was 2017 Feb there, March. And it was that season for elections, so I was really able to get gigs for makeup, to do some politicians. So I got to travel and put my mind out of that. Until I realized I was pregnant in July. Not I realized because it was planned. I knew I was pregnant in July, and I had not been running a really serious business. Even if I was getting the money, I was not running it as a business. I was running it as a side hustle, as something that I enjoy doing, as a passion, as a talent. So I didn't know that when you get pregnant, you're supposed to plan yourself, that you're really supposed to still continue pushing your brand. Baby will come, but you still have to go back to your business. So the social media platform I had already built was starting to get really mentioned, get referrals. I stopped all of a sudden when I got pregnant. And I decided to take care of me, take care of my unborn child. Don't break your bones, don't break your back. You need to eat healthy, sit down, relax. I got to sit down and I relaxed. My baby came 2018, April, and I was still in that moment. Now the baby is here. You need to take care of your child, eat healthy, bring that body back, make sure your baby does not get sick all the time, so breastfeed them until they are 9 months. Yeah, so I got to take care of my child until they were 9 months. Then I realized, oh, now they are eating their foods, so you need to get back to work. I tried getting back to social media. See, I had created a name. I was like, I've been working on politicians. I've been working on some with really influential people, celebrities. I don't know what I was in. I was like having, in a day I would find myself, I've gone to this TV station to work. After that, I'm going to a wedding. I'm traveling. After a wedding, I'm coming back. Like, I was so busy. So I had created a name, and I knew it's just going back to say, guys, I'm back. Even a single like. I came and I realized there are a lot of makeup artists, even for 500 shillings, even for 200 shillings. By then, I think I was doing 2,000, 2,500. So I'm like, yeah. Nowadays, hata kuna wa 500, kuna hata wa 150. So you're not the only makeup artist. If we were 10, now we are like 500. So it's survival for the fittest. I tried pushing, like creating, and then remember now, because I wasn't going out, so I didn't have any new content, so I was just recycling the content I had before. So I tried posting, I tried telling guys I'm back. I tried even like talking to the people I was working with, kitambo, the celebs, mtu anakupea blue tick. Nikarealize kumbe in Nairobi, si ya mama yangu, it's me alone, and you have to get your stuff and your work and your head together. Like, things are burning. You have to realize, by the way, uko peke yako, how are you going to go back to the level you had put your brand at? So after doing it for several months, I started giving up. Let me see if I can remember. 9 months. So if my baby is 9 months, that means it's the following year. Yeah, so January the next year. Umepush, nikaanza kuona I work. So now I started going back to my books, my papers, tafuta kale kanini, kadigri kako, what can you do? Nikaanza ku apply my jobs. I started applying jobs. I'm not being called because there's a gap of almost 2 years. Pregnancy period is almost 9 to 10 months. And then I also took care of my child 9 months. So if we say 10 months plus 9, that's 19 months. A year is 2 years is 24 months almost. Nilikuwa karibu kufikisha miaka mbili of doing nothing. I wasn't even posting myself, saying hi. Like nilikuwa tu ni kama I died. Because even the response I was getting from people who saw ati nimeanza kurudi, aya, you still do makeup. Si hata tulidhani uliachana nayo ukafungua biashara nyingine. Si hata tulidhani uliachana nayo ukakuwa housewife. Si hata tulidhani uliachana nayo you got employed or something. So I realized what I did a mistake, and that's a lesson I learned, guys. If you are in business, especially a new business, even I don't even want to say a new business. If you are in business, visibility is everything. Unaweza kuwa ulikuwa hapa, the moment you give us 2 weeks or 3 weeks break, we will move on to the next person because there's so many people who are doing your kind of thing. It's rarely that you get your thing is the only thing in the market. So unless we're in KPLC, we will need you. But if you're not KPLC, I'm telling you, everyone's business kind of has a competitor. So here I am, nimeanza ku apply jobs. I'm not getting because they can see in my CV kuna a gap of 2 years. So, and also I was wondering why are they not giving me a job? Do they know like what I can really do? So I realized also a gap in your CV kind of disadvantages you. Hata afadhali useme maybe umekuwa kufanya online writing, maybe umekuwa ukisoma a course or something. So mine was blank. No course, no online writing, nothing, just mothering. And I don't know whether that can be added in your CV. It should be. So, nikakosa kazi. Nikakaa hivi chini nikaanza kuona fununu social media. Huyu mzee amefungua branch ya pili. And I was like, 2016, no, I was fired 2017 March. So sahi ni 2019. Huyu mzee lazima amechange. They have a structure. Now amepata salary, so he's not a choti kutoka kwa kampuni. People who are there most likely have heard they were fired wengi. So there's a new team, new rules, new lifestyle. Nikaamua because I took kutoka in bad terms, I just went quiet. I didn't go back to work after 2 weeks as it was agreed. In between the period, amekuwa akinisalimia, hi, how are you? You are really a very good employee. I was like, you know what? Let me go back and ask him for employment because diaper, maziwa, nguo, school fees is knocking soon. I can't let just my partner to do it on by himself. I have to help, and me sitting around can't work. Me getting back to my business isn't working. So employment, and this is the only person I feel if I go with a very good reason, with all papers and all the evidence of why you need to hire me, it will work. So I called him. Sasa Aki, I want to talk to you about something. Kindly, if you can have a meeting, I would really appreciate. Kanambia ni sawa. This and this day, you come and meet. Si tukamit. Nikamwelezea all the reasons why he needs to hire me. Also, I know I can't come back as your admin. I know you have an admin. It wouldn't be fair to fire, even though I knew I was doing so well at that position. But I remember you used to ask me for certain things. Oh, where's my ID? Oh, umeona passport yangu? Oh, can you get someone who can cook for me meals ya wiki? Sijui book for me a flight so I can be your PA. Akasema PA it is. So it was around April when I called him. So we were now strategizing. Oh, this is what you will do. This is what you will do. This is what you will do as a PA. Now I have 2 branches. So this is what you can do. I will share my calendar with you. Nini. When are you're supposed to start on 1st of May, Labor Day. As everyone else was going to enjoy their holiday, I was reporting on my first day to work. So I showed up. I was very excited. Of course, the negotiation of the salary wasn't what I expected. I really expected that I knew I was there at that time when they were paying me. So even the more reason why you should give me more money. But I ended up even getting lower than what I used to get. But nikasema, nimerust, so hata pia I will need some training on some things. And also we also agreed after 3 months we will review. So here I was. The work was to manage the 2 branches, to also get his calendar, to attend meetings with him, take notes and all that stuff. My work was supposed to be from 7 to 6 p.m. First day, I reported to work and he told me tomorrow you'll have to go to the 2 branches, get to see what is happening, get to know where people are, and to come easy. Remember, some of these guys who I used to work with, they work, but they have not met me because bado sikuwa nime show up at work. So the next day I show up at work and everyone is like, hey, Katule, umerudi? I'm like, yeah, I'm back. This baby won't eat new talent in the house. I have to get real money. And they're like, wait, I don't even know why you're back. Some of us have not even been paid since 2018. Tuko 2019, you have arrears of people 2018, wengine hata wananiambia 2017. So I'm like, so nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. What was I getting myself into? Kaniambia sisi hatujalipwa. This studio was opened. We have arrears. This studio was open and things are just going the same way they used to go. People come in, get fired, come back, quit. This week kuna manager leo, kuna supervisor kesho. So I'm like, wow, okay. I thought really I was coming to a different place. So nimekuja tu story over another story. So I was just there working, supposed just to wait for his calendar to know what I'm supposed to be doing, what kind of meetings I'm supposed to be attending. Nikamwambia, from tomorrow you're going to be the business development manager. I'm like, I'm just 2 days into being your PA. How am I even now supposed to be the business development manager? Did I even sign up this kind of contract? No, I didn't sign this. I have been escaping these marketing jobs because they're not giving me any satisfaction. Then now you're bringing me back to marketing. And I was like, okay, I need the money. Let me try and see what I can do because anyway, I have the papers for marketing. So let me come with a better kind of mentality. Kidogo, wewe ndio manager wa hizi branches. I go and talk to people, you're supposed to do this. Mbona hizi picha ziko hapa, client alipigiwa. People have attitude, number one. People are not motivated because they have not been paid. Wanaishi kwa madeni. Unaomba madeni ya kuja job. People don't even take care of the equipments because they're like, you know what? Mimi, sijailipwa kutoka 2017, 2018. So that's arrears of like 300, 400k. I don't expect this person to give me. So what I can only do is mishandle his equipment because equipment ni aka 600, 700k. Si pesa yangu imeshafika. So hata nikiangalia tripod ikianguka, ikivunjika, lens ya kamera ikitaka kuroll kwa meza ianguke, I will just look at it because why do I need to save it? I've not been paid my 400k. Chances are 98% hii pesa sitawaipata. So let me break the things that are an asset here for me to be able to cut my balance. Nikona, I am just stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm in between. I'm trying to tell him, you don't have to pay 400k. You must reduce every month on top of their salary na 10k, 10k, ama 5k, 5k, ama 2k, ama weekly. Let's plan and see how we can offset this balance. Ananiambia, Lillian, these people, I put them like this. It's money or their work. So if you don't work, even your money I drop. They have been mistreating my clients. Like, but how do you expect them to treat your clients well? They have balances. They have debts all over. Mtu bado mpaka sahi analenga kuomba akuje kazi yako. Na unataka akuje on time. That's why they will come 11, 12. And you had told them to come at 10 and 9. They will come anytime they want because mtu anakuambia by the way sina fare natafuta hiyo asubuhi. And you come this other side, you tell them, by the way, I'm trying to negotiate this other side, just show up. The client is coming at 9. Kuja to 9. Like me, I don't get paid that well to show up on time. So kama client haezi change time, mtu mwingine akuje apige picha. I felt already nilikuwa nishaanza kuwa stressed. Again, events zikaanza kukua. I'm natumu huko nje nakaa mpaka 12. Kwa events that I don't even know what I'm doing there because I'm not the business development manager. Nafaa ku preach the name of the company huko nje. At 12, my child is still breastfeeding. So hata my boobs are leaking of milk. Yani, I'm tired. I woke up my baby when she was asleep. I go back in the evening, she's asleep. So I was like, what as in ni job gani ninafanya? Am I being paid that well really? No. Am I enjoying what I'm doing? No. Am I even doing what I'm supposed to be doing? No. So even mimi nikaanza ku feel like no, it's not rebellion, but I started feeling like no, I actually made a mistake to come back. I thought things would have changed 2 years later but things are even worse with 2 branches in fact. So mimi nikaanza tu withdraw because I can't perform where every day your JD changes. I also can't perform if you are in the middle. You're trying to find solutions, but everyone is just hitting you back with a no. This side doesn't want, this side doesn't want. So how or who will I work with? So mimi tu nikaanza tu kukaa. I'm just showing up to work, doing what I can. Anything that it's not being done, I can't help it because if I'm not a photographer, I can't take photos za client. So one day tulikuwa tunachukua huduma number. I think it was the famous huduma number period. So it was the last day, Kenyans. So the photographers walikuwa wamekuja tu vizuri on time. Wakaamua wacha waende wakachukue huduma number. Now it was just somewhere close. I think ilikuwa hapo chini. So and just the devil by the way just works in also pia mysterious ways. After wamekaa kama 20 minutes ndio client anapiga. Anasema sasa tumefika, tulikuwa tunataka tutumiwe photographer hapa chini. So me I'm like, okay, it's okay, kama mko hapa photographers pia wako chini, let me just call them. So I called the photographers. Hi, client amesema amefika, anataka mwanze shoot. Akasema I'm just the second person. Alisema third, niko tu number 3 hapo number 4. So mwambie anipe 20 minutes. Mimi nikapigia client akasema photographer alikuwa ametoka kidogo. You're trying also to just give them patience, as in you're trying to please both sides. Photographer alikuwa ametoka kidogo, hajafika, just he said he's 20 minutes away. 30 minutes later, wewe si thought unaambia uko number 4, akaniambia saa hii tu ndio niko nyuma ya mtu, siwezi toka nikuje. Na ndio saa hiyo tu nimefika. Na this is the last day na mimi ndio second after this person. So I was like, okay. So the client calls, amesema he's coming. You see, I think also I was in that moment where I didn't know. So immediately mimi nika call my boss, nikamwambia, client anasema anataka shoot na this and this person ameenda kuchukua huduma number. Nimemwambia kuje but amesema tu ako nyuma ya mtu. So I don't know what to do. Nikamwambia, can you call that person and tell them atoke kwa hiyo line haraka akuje to deal with my client, I'm on my way. Mimi nikacall photographer, umeambiwa utoke ukuje, client anakungoja. Akasema Lilian, mimi siwezi toka na mimi ndio niko next, I cannot. Wacha yeye akuje afanye hiyo kazi. So client akanyamaza tu hivyo. I thought there is peace. Immediately boss wangu akaingia. Lilian, you can't even control people. Yani you have lost this job. You're going to pay for that money. Nyinyi wote wenye mlikuwa involved in this saga, you will pay. It was 75k. So divided by there were 2 photographers, the admin and myself. So divide by 4, 75 divided by 4. You're going to pay me back that money. So mimi niko like, haven't you not seen how much hard work I've done? If I was able to take these equipments and go to this client, ningeenda. But sipia nimekwambia, I've been calling these photographers. I can show you the phone calls. I've been calling you also back to tell you the response. How is this my fault? How is this that unaniambia mimi I cannot control people? And they went both the photographers. So ingekuwa baki mmoja ningesema aende. All of them I kept telling them, basi mmoja akuje. Wakaniambia si hatuwezi kuja, si ndio tuko next, hatuwezi toka. Nikitoka ni hivyo nitakuwa nimepitwa. So mimi nilikuwa nashangaa, was I supposed to toka hapo chini, nikabebea photographers kwa mgongo, niwaweke kidogo huyu client. Because niliambiwa I cannot manage people. If you cannot manage people, yes, this work seems to be very difficult for you. The system seems not to be working. Always shida inakuwa always systems, because that's what I was told the first time. This system seems to be very hard for you, so let us try and make it easier for you. So apparently admin alikuwa ameingizwa kwa ngori pia. There was also another lady from the other side, the other first branch, but see admin, the one who is in charge of sales, alikuwa ameambiwa pia kuje meeting, and then me. So sisi watatu tukaitwa tukaanza kusomewa. Photographers washarudi because I think alienda akawatoa huko. So hata sidhani kama alichukua huduma number or not, I don't remember. Our photographers, they are not with us sitting here tukisomewa, wako huko nyuma. So sisi tukaambiwa sisi watatu, the system seems not to be working for you guys. It seems to be difficult. So you go home, I'm giving you 3 weeks, and then home I work on this system. I simplify it for you, kama ABCD, and then you can come back and continue working. Mimi nikakaa hivi nikasema, I was fired first time. Over whose mistake? Other people. Hiyo sawa, tunaweza understand. This time I was fired because I cannot manage adults. People who know their responsibilities, people who I have told them more than once, more than twice, kuja, client amefika, kuja, and then nikaambiwa you can even call your boss akuja afanye mwenyewe. Mpaka nikamwambia, wakasema mimi nilisema hivyo. Imagine nilirukwa mbele ya watu. So I was like, hapa, this is just pressure, high blood pressure coming, and ulcers. You know what, young lady, it is not that serious. Ni mtoto tu ndo unalilia, mtoto mmoja. Huwezi shindwa kulea mtoto mmoja. If it is downgrading your lifestyle, if it is enda kukua mamafua, kama ni kwenda kuuza mandazi, you better do that. But someone coming to fire you indirectly because even before tufayariwe, I had talked to them. Si utoya wase ulete watu wengine. But you know, I have taught them how to take pictures a certain way. It has cost me time and resources and money. Aki your time ndio sina. So I was like, your points are valid, yes. But these are the same people who keep messing you up. And these are the same people who made me get fired because of telling them kuja, wacha kuchukua huduma namba ama client yako, nikaambiwa ambia msee akuja ajifanyie mwenyewe. Ama siwezi toka kwa hii line, mimi ndio niko next. So I was like, so nitakuwa nakuwa fired mimi, supervisors, admins, managers, accountants, they will be fired because the photographers can't, haizi pata time ya kutrain photographers tena venye anataka kazi yake ifanye. Mwambia, by the way, mimi si mtoi. You fired me the last time because of this. You won't fire me again because of the same thing. So, you don't expect me to be back. I'm done. I went home. And I remember just crying on the road like a mad woman. As in, nilikuwa nalia, I don't even care, niko kwa barabara. And thinking about it, it's painful. Because I'm still wondering what those people are doing there. Because they are there up to date. But people come in and go. The admins, whatever, wanakujanga wakitoka. Because how are you supposed to deal with people who know, but they hata nifanye nini Mr. Waiku wa fired? Because huyu msi hana time ya kutrain photographers wengine na videographers wengine na editors wengine. So, kana nikilia tu, kiambia tu, God, I've tried pushing my brand. I have tried working for someone who's as difficult as this one. I have taken my pride, mtu mwenye alinifire for no reason. I've gone back again to ask for employment. From them, they have treated me the same way, even worse. Inye tunaambiwa once bitten, twice shy. Ile like, sijui, once something, it was a mistake. So when you do it again, you're the stupid one. I really felt like I was the stupid one here. And I cried, and I remember calling my husband right before nifike nikamwambia, thank God. Alafu by your time, by the way, you're doing all this, I remember my house help had gone. All of a sudden aliamua sasa, by the way, kazi imekuwa mingi, wewe hata ukuangi na mtoto wako, mimi sitaki. Na alikuwa ananiambia tafuta kazi madam tafuta kazi. Mimi kazi si issue, mimi bora uniongezee mshahara. Nikamwongezea mshahara. So all of a sudden kazi imekuwa mingi na yeye ndo aliniambia nitafute kazi. So she decided to go. So my husband's work also kinda, it's a bit flexible at least. So alikuwa ameomba leave your time because alikuwa anamwambia naenda meeting, then I'll come back. Your meeting kumbe was my firing day. And I just called him and told him just wait for me, I'm coming home. And he knew something was wrong, and he knew I've lost my job. And we were just going to sit down and now structure. So I just sat down. He told me calm down. Akaniambia bedhi kutoka leo, mimi nimenawa mikono. I was pushing you to find employment. This is me saying, let us get our 10K in peace than getting 60K. You're not at home, you're tired, you're always complaining in the morning, you're not satisfied, you're stressed. And let's get our 10K, let's push your brand. I know we messed up, but you can always revive something. Let's work harder. Let's come up with a strategy of pushing Liquor House. I know we can do it. But his story ya kuwa employed, madam, nimerealize si yako. And that is officially when I put an X to employment. I said, those guys who are kwa interview wakiniambia do a competitive analysis for your business, or are you sure you are employable? They started now coming back. These people weren't asking me these things for nothing. They saw something in me that showed them, they're not, the right place is not in the office. It's out there chasing and pushing what they believe in. So I decided, I worked only for 1 month. Nilingia May 1st, July around 4th or 6th, I was done. So officially on June 6th, 2019, I, Lily Katule, I decided to never ever again enter employment and just to be a business person and chase specifically my makeup brand. So I really hope, guys, you had fun listening to this story of mine, and please share how, if you've lost your job, how did you feel, how did you recover from it. Did you go back to looking for employment, or you went your separate ways and of chasing your dreams and talents? Otherwise, I'm so happy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye guys.